Hey everybody, this is Carlos and Sandy Lee, and you're listening to the Off Your Flosser podcast. We're here to rock your world.
Thanks for listening, everybody. And go floss yourselves.
Thanks everybody. Now go floss yourself.
It's on it. Mikey check.
I love this, whatever it is that we do here.
Oh, this fantastic magic.
You know? I took some pictures of some flowers in my yard.
Yeah.
And wait till you see them.
Oh, yeah, because you have a nice camera.
Took the real camera. I took the Sony out. That thing's like 24 megapixels, dude. And it takes some really nice pictures. And I got a couple lenses.
Yeah.
Got a couple manuals.
I have no idea what that is.
Like manual lenses is where you have to like manually focus them.
Yeah.
I like saying manual because it reminds me
because you're Spanish.
Of my Latino roots.
Puerto Rican. Throwback to your roots.
You know?
Yes.
So what's today? Today is...
It's Saturday, the 22nd.
We're shooting real early, guys.
Yeah, just for the fun of it.
You know?
Because we're bored. Like, we have no lives.
Actually, I was going to go see a comedy show at 7:30, so...
That's nice. Oh, you're going to a comedy show tonight with your buddy?
Yeah. Yeah, one of my good buddies, Gamil, and he's one of these kind of guys that he's super fit. He's got a six-pack. I'm a little jealous, to be honest with you, because he's 40 and he still has a six-pack, which is bullshit, really. You know what I mean?
John has he actually has an 18 to 30 pack, actually.
Damn.
Right?
Okay, all right.
He gets them at Schnucks.
It's like I don't think I've ever had a six-pack.
Yeah, you always want to get the bigger ones. Are you talking about abs or are you talking about beers?
Yeah. No,
okay.
Yeah.
I have never had a six-pack. I've had it was close. It was like I had maybe a 4-pack.
Really?
Give or take. Yeah, maybe.
I had, when I was in the Navy and we were running miles and I was young.
Yeah.
I just got a kind of sort of flat stomach. I never really got packish, you know?
I wonder if that's a genetic thing. So we don't have to blame it on ourselves.
Let's say it is.
Yeah, it's totally not our fault. I mean, the Taco Bell, Burger King, that kind of stuff probably doesn't help, but it's mostly our parents.
Right.
It's their fault.
You want to hear a funny story?
I love funny stories.
As a disclaimer, I'm not claiming this joke as my own, okay? It's from a comedian named Steve Byrne, who is hilarious, and I've worked with him a couple times at the Punchline here in Atlanta. But I did use it when me and Elijah were in our cabin a year ago, maybe.
Yeah.
I think we had spent a little bit of time in the casino. We've had a couple cocktails, maybe some late night snacks,
some taquitos or something. Yeah.
Wings, maybe a steak quesadilla or two. You know.
Yeah. That's what I want to hear about, the food.
Just we're having a relaxed conversation, so we're getting ready for bed.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Dude, I'm gonna get right. We got to get our six-packs back. You got to do it too, right?" And I go, "Dude, I don't think I've ever had a six-pack." He goes, "Really?" I said, "Well, maybe once, but I was 5 years old." And he starts laughing. He goes, Don't start, because I really get him going." And he got mad at me this time, right?
Yeah.
And so this is the joke, right, from Steve Byrne. And I go, "Yeah, had I known that me at 5 years old was the most jacked I was ever gonna be, I would have walked every day into kindergarten with my shirt off, sprinkling apple juice on myself."
Oh, Lord. Oh, my God.
And he starts howling, right? And we're both, and I'm giggling my ass off. And he's like, "Dude, stop. I can't breathe. Stop. Seriously, stop. And we just got the church giggles. And it was just so ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Those are the best, though.
Steve Byrne, if you haven't seen him live, go check him out. Hilarious.
Nice. Can you see him on YouTube?
You should. I think he had a TV show, and I can't remember the name of the show.
Oh, cool.
And,
nice.
But he's a funny dude, man. Just fun to watch.
because we all know how you like your YouTube.
No, I love YouTube. I watch YouTube recreationally, man. I
know you said you watch it more than Netflix or Hulu and all that. Yeah. I'm like, that's kind of weird, but I don't know. Maybe that's a thing.
This is how crazy I am. I didn't even know why I'm telling you this, right? I watched the bootleg movie, a bootleg Vin Diesel movie that wasn't even that good. I don't even know what the name of the title was. And I watched a poorly recorded version on YouTube instead of looking it up on Netflix.
And paying you $2.99.
I got Netflix. I don't know what I was thinking. I just got caught up and I'm watching this on my laptop like a lunatic. So
It's somebody has their like camcorder in their pocket under their jacket, and it's like bumped, and people are walking in front of it, and you're like, yeah, this is cool.
it had a watermark on it. I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And after a while, it was like the Matrix. I didn't even see it.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. YouTube is full of a bunch of people that want to just mess your life up because they'll put. I forget what movie I was looking
How
up.
do they want to
It'll
mess
be
your life up?
like this, Carlos. I'm gonna tell you. They put the title of the movie, and then in parentheses they put full movie. Like here, and I click it, and then all it is a commercial for their crap. Over and over and over. And see, because I look at the time, like how long is this video? Because that'll tell me, is it a movie length time?
Right.
And it'll be like 2 hours and 12 minutes. And I'm like, ooh, it says full movie. And then I click on it, and then it's like, hey, we can help you sell your timeshare. Like, what? I wanted to watch Thor attacks Godzilla or whatever. You know?
or they pull this nonsense where they give you a 90-minute movie in 10-minute chunks. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah. And you have to go to what's the next YouTube video? And then I've done this before too. Like I watched this 15-minute segment, this 15-minute segment, and then I can't find the third segment. So I'm like, well, screw it. I'll just go to the fifth segment. And then I completely lost the storyline. And then it's the credits.
I honestly, man, these bootleggers, step your game up. Take your job seriously. If you're going to do it right, is all I'm saying.
And disclaimer, we don't own the rights to any of the stuff we're talking
about. We don't encourage bootlegging of video or movies or anything.
No.
But if you're going to do it
right.
Do it right, is all I'm saying.
Like, seriously, like if you're going to get a $250,000 fine and 5 years in jail,
make it worth your time.
Worth it.
You know?
Yes.
Like if you rob a liquor store, that's dumb. Rob a bank.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got $125. Woohoo! You could have had $125,000, and you probably could have at least bought a couple cars before you got caught.
Dumbass.
Now what? Stupids.
I read somewhere though that the average amount people steal from a bank is like 11 grand. That's not worth it for me, bro.
No, that's not worth it. Like anything that you can buy that you can win legitimately off a scratch off is not enough.
11 grand?
Yeah.
You can't get a used Hyundai for that.
Right.
You go on one nice vacation and get cheese on your burger and it's over.
Yeah.
That's 11 grand.
You're done, son. You should have invested it.
That's
and 20 years from now, when you get out of jail, you'd have $1 million.
That's it.
What's wrong with these people?
I don't know. Who knows? People are crazy.
Hey, Carlos.
Yes, ma'am.
I was going to tell you, you look good. I like that collared shirt you got
You
on
like
there.
this? I look like an adult, right?
Is it like purple or it looks kind of purple.
I would say violet. It's got a real tight checker pattern, not big squares. Yeah.
I like those types of buttons.
It's got a little texture. It's got buttons on the collar.
Yeah.
But things are starting to fit a little bit looser.
Good, nice, yeah.
I had a little scare last week, and I've been kind of rearranged my my philosophy on life, man.
Boom. Let's hear it.
Did
I
I
want to
tell
hear
you?
this. Not exactly, but I do want to make sure that you have a mic, so at the end of this you can drop it.
Okay.
So tell me about your scare. Tell me about it.
My
Tell
weekend
the people.
last weekend. Well, let's just get to it. I had a heart attack last Saturday. So a week ago.
And we're not joking.
A legit, real
Heart attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pain, pressure, shortness of breath, the whole package, the whole deluxe.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, of course.
People out there, I don't know, how many do we have? 5 maybe?
Maybe a couple dozen.
This is what Carlos did to me. It's, what was it, Saturday morning?
It happened Saturday night.
So it was Sunday morning.
Okay.
I'm asleep, 7 a.m. I don't know this until later, but I get a text, 7 a.m. Hey, are you up? And of course I was not. And then the next thing was, I think, guess what? And I was like, so I'm reading all this together because I just woke up. So I'm reading, hey, are you up at like 3 a.m.? I'm like, no, I was asleep. And then it was, guess what? And then you put, I'm at the hospital. Or I'm in the hospital. And I was like, what? And then I was like texting as fast as I can, like, what happened? Like, what's going on? And then I did not get a response for, no, you said I had a heart attack. And I'm sitting here going, okay. And I'm asking all these questions. And then you didn't reply for a while. And I was like, what is going on?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was sweating it a little there.
Yeah, sorry about
Carlos.
that. I wasn't trying to stress you out. But,
You trying to give me a heart attack?
I know, right? I am so sorry, man.
No, it's all
But
good.
I
It's all
had
good.
a
So
handful
tell me,
of people that I had to reach out and just let them know, hey,
and I wasn't number one. What the hell?
I'm not going to be at work on Monday. So
Oh, well, yeah, you got to tell your boss. Okay.
it's Saturday, right? I had 2 shows at the theater in my town.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
literally 10 minutes away. I love going to this place, and we were going to be on the main stage. Crazy fun. First show was almost sold out. Second one was maybe 2/3 out. I'd gone to the gym earlier in the day, and I did like 20 minutes on the Stairmaster, 20 minutes in the sauna, and I felt amazing. I felt like $1 million.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice.
I come home, I try to relax, drink some water to cool off, take a shower, got dressed, go to the club. On the way there, I grab a spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's.
Oh.
And wolf that down real quick. And I'm just excited to go perform because I like
Yeah.
going to this theater, you know. The host, Katie, does her thing. I meet the headliner, Laurie Kilmartin, and we go. We're in backstage, and you can see the audience, and I'm trying to get good audio.
Doing
right?
your thing. Doing your thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't play it on
wow.
the air. It was a late night show, so I was.
You got a little spicy like your Wendy's sandwich?
So Katie's doing her thing. She introduces me. I go up. I do 30 minutes, 32 minutes, something like that. And I get off. But I'm sweating. I can't stop sweating.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, but it was like...
abnormal.
like a guilty amount of sweating. Like, what are you running? What's...
like you just got caught.
my buddy goes, a suspicious
Robbing a
amount.
bank.
You know what I mean? Like, what is going on? Now, T-shirt soaked. So I grab a bottle of ice water, and I sit down in the audience to watch the show. Lori's going to do an hour. About halfway through her set, I have this like nagging pain in the middle of my chest, right? And I'm like, what the hell? Is this heartburn?
Is this that spicy sandwich
Is
coming
this that
back?
spicy
What's
sandwich? Did I work out too hard and knock something loose, you know?
up? Right.
And, dude, I just couldn't get comfortable. And I'm just trying to,
Yeah.
and I kind of, is it burp? And I try to burp and gas. So you try to rationalize it. You don't want to believe that it could be
course.
something serious, you know?
Right.
So I walk
Yes.
out and I grab a small cup of coffee. I sit down, I drink that. It's still there. Drank some more water. And I'm like, Jesus, man, what's going on, you know? So the show ends, and everybody walks out, and then normally you, as a comic, they want to come up and say, hey, we liked you, we didn't like you, whatever, and they want to take pictures and stuff like that. So she was selling this book and donating the proceeds to a food bank, a local food bank, which is super nice.
Cool.
So she was like, do you want to stand, out with me so I'm not out there by myself? I'm like, sure. I had some friends from work come out that I didn't know were coming, and I just got lost talking to them.
Yeah.
I ignored the pain, right?
Right. Yeah.
The second show starts. Katie's doing her thing, and I'm watching her on stage. And she's about my daughter's age. I don't know, maybe late 20s, something like that. Super sweet lady. And I mean, I call her a kid, but she's not a kid. She's an adult. But I'm saying,
Right.
she's my daughter's age. So I anybody under 30
Right.
is could be my child. I guess is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She introduces me again, and I'm watching. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go after this, So I come back up, but I'm a bit of a whore. So I got to go perform, like a monkey. And I go out there, and so now I'm not sweating as much, but the pain is kind of getting worse, and I do another 30 minutes. So I was having a heart attack on stage and still perforing.
And
like
you kept your ish together.
Totally, like an idiot. And
like
I had
a pro.
I had an awesome set, too. Seriously, I don't want to brag.
You killed it.
Yeah, I almost died on stage, dude. And when I think about it, it's kind of awesome if that's how you're gonna go.
Right, doing what you love, and
I'm not making excuses. It's all my fault, exercising too little, too late. I eat like crap. I did eat like crap, right? And that's where it was getting me. But sugar's good, blood pressure's good. But if you eat enough hot wings, you're gonna block something up. What I mean?
Apparently, that's what happens.
So it caught up to me. So I get home, and I tell my wife, I'm like, dude, I think I'm having a heart attack. She's a nurse. Right?
And you said that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And she goes, really? She's like, well, just, you probably got an antacid. So I took some type of antacid that I normally take if I have acid stuff. Yeah. Nothing. Didn't touch it. And I'm pacing around the house, and I'm like, I can't get comfortable. So I'm kneeling on the couch, like I'm praying on the couch, you know what I mean? In that position.
Yeah.
with my face in the cushions holding a pillow, and I'm just moaning. And she goes, if it hurts that bad, maybe we should go. She calls my son, and he goes, yeah, what's up? He was like, I think Dad's having a heart attack. So he comes running downstairs, and his girlfriend's here, right? So they run downstairs. And my uncle and my dad were visiting like 5 years ago and left some sublingual nitroglycerin tablets.
Yeah.
So I called my uncle. I said, dude, do you need these? He's like, nah, I got 1 million of them. Just throw it away. And I was like, well, let me hold on to them just in case.
Let me just take them. No.
So she jumps up and grabs me 2 baby aspirin, throws them in my mouth. She goes, chew these, swallow this, and put this under your tongue. 5 minutes later, I feel like $1 million.
Dang.
Nothing.
So that's like telltale.
That's telling you.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
But I'm an idiot, so I wanted to go take a shower and go to bed.
Because you just sweat your ass off on stage.
Yes. And she's like, no, we're not. We're going to the hospital.
Your steak ass is going to the hospital.
She's like, let's go. So my son goes, come on, Dad. And he grabs me, throws me in my car. He drives, and the girlfriend jumps in the back seat. Mom's back there, and we take off to the hospital. It's 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
So by the time the ambulance came there, it would be faster to just drive.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was stable at the time. I wasn't hurting.
Right.
So we get there. Hey, how you doing? I think I'm having a heart attack. You might want to check that out. And they were like, okay, here, sign this, get me in the back.
We have 5 people in front of you, but, just have a seat.
Somebody with a swollen ankle, they can wait. Heart attack, it's happening like right now. And
let's do this. Yeah.
So they give me the back, and EKG, normal. They draw some blood tests looking for that troponin level, which is an enzyme that's broken from when cardiac muscle tissue, starts to break down or stressed out. It puts this in the blood, and they can measure how much damage by how much of it, and then it goes up, and then it starts to taper off. So that's what they're looking for.
Hold on. This is educational alert. Educational alert.
Yes. Troponin levels go up. Your heart's doing something wild that it doesn't need to be.
Bad things.
Yeah. So the first one came back normal. So they got me in the back. They got an IV in me. They're drawing blood. They're testing things. They're doing things. They're drawing
like
blood. They breathe on this. They're listening to my. I'm already uncomfortable because I don't want to be there. It's Father's Day the next day.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of freaking out. You know what I mean? And it's starting to hurt a little bit, right? So I think they give me another nitro, and then they put me on blood thinners, heparin, and that's the stuff they give people that are having a stroke or a heart attack, and it breaks some clots.
And it's a drip, right?
Yes, a little IV.
Yeah.
So they're doing this, and he goes, we got to wait about 3 hours. So they do. We sit around for another couple hours, and sure enough, there it is. And the guy goes, good news, we get to keep you, and bad news is you're having a heart attack. And I go, shit, And at that point,
like, I gotta work tomorrow. No.
And I think that's I called my mom and I talked to her, and she got real excited, and and then I texted some people. I texted you, and so that was it. That was the beginning of the thing, man. So next thing you know, I'm upstairs. Maybe by the morning time, by 5 or 6 in the morning, because it kept going up. And so you got to take your clothes, put that gown on. But I kept my underwear on because I don't want to. You know what I mean? Just kind of.
Yeah, you don't want to free ball it.
No, that's just there's too much activity. Like Kramer said,
everybody's all up in there bugging
my
your stuff.
My boys need a house. Keep things in their own neighborhoods.
They need a roof over their head.
And it was just weird, man. And then so I'm getting a stent on Monday. Right, so I'm just sitting around waiting. Yeah. I'm just sitting around waiting.
And hospitals suck. Like, they're the most boring.
Once I start getting in some good sleep, like some nice passionate sleep. Excuse me, sir, and they flip on all the lights. Hey, we got to check your vitals or whatever. We got to draw more blood.
Right.
And I was just sticking out my arm. I didn't know what they were doing. You know what I mean? They must have stuck me, and it's all for good cause. I'm complaining now.
Yeah.
But it's for good.
But you're
cause.
alive. So.
But I'm alive. Yeah, so it's all good. I'm on blood thinners, but I'm good. Actually, I feel really, really good.
Oh yeah.
I was a little sore.
So you got your stent?
Yeah, I was a little sore on Tuesday, and I got home Tuesday, but I feel really, really good.
Yeah.
So Monday morning, the lady comes in. She's like, "Hey, you're going in for your procedure later on. I'm gonna take your vitals, and then I'm gonna come back and shave your groin." And she was real enthusiastic. She was like, and shave your groin, and had like a big smile on her face, like, okay, so it's happening. And I go, hey, listen, I'm sure you're a phenomenal groin shaver. I'm not taking anything from you. I go, but is there any way that Daddy can shave his own groin? And she looked offended. Like she had this look on her face like, oh, what? Huh? And she says, no one's ever really asked me that before. I don't think so, but let me check. And that's the moment I realized that this chick is going to shave my groin whether I want her to or not. You know what I mean?
Apparently, yes.
I was telling my buddies, I'm glad it was her because she was a mature lady instead of the young nurse that I had that night, because that kid was maybe 26 and still has hopes and dreams, and she did not need to see this messed up package. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, please don't let this poor, you know what I mean? And it's just, my wife is a nurse. She tells me stories of people, they trying to act sensual, you know what I mean? Or they'll drop their towels. And she's like, yeah, nurses see.
It's all anatomy.
More peenie and vagini, more than you ever want to know. In my mind, I don't show anybody my junk. So it's like super awkward to me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it was just really, and I was like, all right, well, I guess this is happening. You know what I mean? And then she had to shave my arm. And I'm like, well, I don't want to run around town with one smooth arm and one wolf arm. Can I shave?
You just handed your other arm over?
So when I got home, I shaved my left arm.
I would have had her do it. While you're at it.
But the stent procedure, dude, that was probably the scariest thing.
Yeah, I know you were nervous.
I was freaking out, man. I was freaking out, dude. And it hurts. They're supposed to give you something to sedate you. And again, I'm not complaining because they did a great job. But I was awake. I didn't doze off. I didn't, you know what I mean? I heard, felt, and felt everything. And it was just not fun. And I don't ever want to do that again. So it's no to low fat ever, forever,
Yeah.
Beef, pork, cheese, milk, all that done. I'm not doing it, man. So and I think I'm good. I don't think I ever need to have that stuff again.
Yeah.
I mean, never say never. I might take a bite out of a fillet or something later on at some point.
Right.
But the thought of that really freaks me out. Like I was eating like cholesterol is a myth.
Right.
Like it's you put unicorns, the Loch Ness monster, cholesterol,
fluoride.
You know what I'm saying? Fluoride. High blood pressure. And if it was one of those things where, if I'm going to be 100% honest, it was like one of those things where you go, well, I've been doing it this long anyway. Me stopping now? What difference is that going to make? And I've been working out like crazy because I know we talked about it after I did that TV thing.
Yeah.
But I would still make bad choices with my food or
right. Well, it wasn't life or death then.
No, and the thought of putting my parents through that, and my wife and my son and all my family and you and all my buddies and and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I got too much stuff to do. And what did I tell you yesterday? I said I didn't dodge death just to be a regular person.
Right.
And I feel that I've been given a second chance. I feel that I dodged a major bullet. It could have been way worse. They could have opened, they could have looked and been like, yeah, everything's corked up. You know what I mean? We're going to have to snap you open like a damn, you know what I mean? Like a salmon. You know what I'm saying?
Give me the rib separators, please.
Oh, Christ. And just the thought of that freaks me out. Just because not only do you get a badass scar, that's got to hurt like the bejesus, man.
No, crap. Ugh. No, thank you.
Then they take veins from your legs and stuff. I don't need all that in my life, dude. So I feel like I dodged a major bullet. And then I started thinking about it. Like, we have people that come to the dental office and you go, listen, you lost this tooth because you got a cavity or, whatever. And things happen, But why wouldn't you try to get your, you know what I'm saying? Get your hygiene up so it doesn't happen again. I don't understand.
There are so many people where
I don't understand that.
I don't either. Like, what is your motivation? And, because when I changed how I was eating and all the crap that I was eating, it was for, I wanted to get super healthy to try to have kids. And that was my motivation. So, and in your case, it's like you don't want to die. So that's your motivation. Like, and most people, like, I feel like they would be like, I don't want to lose my teeth, so I'm going to do whatever I have to do. But some people, they value different things. And, like, I watched the 600-Pound Life. Have you seen that before?
Yeah.
And, they're faced with, you are going to die, like, within the next 2 to 3 years because you are so overweight. Your heart is not working correctly. Your lungs, blah, 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 blah. And that some of them still don't change. Like, a majority don't. And I'm like, what is their motivation?
Is that a mental thing? It's gotta be. There's gotta be some sort of psychological something.
Everything
that goes along
everything
with
is
it.
mental, Carlos. I'm gonna tell you.
Because we got this off the ground in like 3 weeks. This podcast, right?
Yeah.
The speaking thing, the commitment to the stand up, to everything I do.
Yeah.
But I would watch myself go to a drive-through and get a double cheeseburger. You know what I mean? When I knew that I shouldn't, and it was kind of it's self-destructive, and I really can't explain it. But I know that nothing tastes as good as not lying naked on that freaking operating. Yeah. Oh, and that was the first part of it. The second part is when they slap you up, they dial you up with some of that scrub, like before they do the surgery.
Yeah.
I go, what is that? Betadine? She goes, no, it's chlorhexidine. And I go, oh, that's Imperadex. We use it in dental. She goes, yeah, ours has a little bit more alcohol, so that may sting.
Just a little.
And I go, so I'm laying there and I'm trying to
like after your mom put something on the boo-boo.
Yeah. And it's hitting my stomach, and it's blowing the air up at a 45 degree away from the groin. You know what I mean? So as I'm trying to blow down. I'm being silly, but it stung. It really stung. And I'm like, I'm writing all this down. All this is going into the act. You know what I mean? And, but anyway, I made it, and I'm good. And all I'm saying is most of our audience is female.
Yes.
Everybody has a brother, a dad, a husband, an ex-husband, father, son, whatever. If you have a guy in your life who's not as healthy, and we all know what we need to do. If he's having chest pains or angina, force him, make him go. Make an appointment, you know what I mean? Get your other people, family members, and force them to go. The best thing that can happen is that you're wrong.
Right. Yes.
I'm wrong. Your heart's fine. Let's go for ribs, But if
exactly.
you catch something and you save, somebody's life. When I posted a thing on Trapped in the Op, Elijah Desmond's group, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a video from me in the hospital. A lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, my husband had cardiovascular disease. I lost so and so at 42, or I lost somebody at 53 and 48 and 50, and I'm like, that's the age where it's gonna get you,
right?
And, I'm a few years older than you, but I got too much stuff to do,
Mm-hmm.
And I knew this was a possibility, I guess, but it didn't seem real.
Right.
I want to try to write some stuff and maybe do. I don't know if you want to call it a motivational or an educational lecture, but at least, if I'm labeled as, the overweight guy that had a heart attack because he ate like shit, then that's fine. That's changing as we speak. That guy is gone. That guy died on Father's Day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And the new Carlos
Carlos. I'm emerging like a beautiful Puerto Rican phoenix.
Yes.
Like a chupacabra from the ashes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, it's so stupid. But anyway, so that's pretty much it, guys. So love your guys and your families and
women. I mean, we can have heart attacks too,
Most
but we don't have
definitely.
to have our groin. Well, I guess we would. Damn.
Well, hopefully.
I better not ever have a heart attack. Let me tell you, because they don't have enough razors. I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh my God. Dude, that whole thing sucked. That whole experience. The food was horrible. You know what I mean? And they're like, here, eat this. And here, take that. Wake up. Blood pressure. Like it felt like every 45 minutes, I'm sure it was every 4 hours. But it was that kind of sleep when you finally fall asleep. And let me describe it. It was the kind of sleep that you're in 30 to 15 minutes before the alarm goes off.
Yes.
That delicious, naughty sleep. That's the kind of sleep. That long lost lover sleep. You're just like, oh my God. What? Here. And
again?
Again? It was an experience, though.
Yeah, and I'm glad you pulled through, and
you.
I'm glad it wasn't as severe as it could have been. And I'm right here with you. Like, you and I, if we ever meet up and go to dinner, you know that we're gonna eat about the same stuff anyway, so that'll make it easier, right?
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to the salad shop, and that's it.
That's it. Can we get some grilled chicken, please? Like, and my wife, she's awesome, and she's super private and super personal. I'm not even gonna say her name, but I'll say this: if it wasn't for her being just a nurse, just being, she didn't, she saw me as a patient, not as her annoying husband who's always telling stupid jokes. And she took charge of things and told me what to do. Yeah. And then followed up. And now she's changed. She always ate well. She doesn't eat beef or pork, But now she's changed. She's not eating, the high fat thing. She's doing it with me. So, babe, I love you. And thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Carlos. Because really, one of our listeners out there, out of the, handful, you could be saving their life.
I hope somebody listens and this motivates somebody to go, male or female. But guys are just so stubborn and I remember thinking, oh wow, that we were walking out after the first show. This might be a heart attack. Nah, it's not a heart attack. It was totally a freaking heart attack. So and I can't. It even seems weird to say. Yeah, had a heart attack. And I'm like, in your home? What the hell?
So weird, yeah.
Yeah, I got a bunch of calls from people, and it was a rough weekend, but it's done. Yeah. And so thanks for letting me tell my story.
Yeah,
thanks, man.
You look good, and I know this is a new road for you.
Yeah.
The road definitely. Less traveled, even. If you want to get philosophical.
I got a second chance, and I have to, because if I laid down like I wanted to, the damage could have been way worse.
Oh yeah,
or
absolutely.
I may not have made it to the hospital. You know what I mean? Because it goes like achy for a day or two, and then by that time you're having so much damage, and they can't fix it. So I dodged a major bullet, and you guys are not gonna. You're not gonna get rid of me that quickly, that easily.
Boom. Yes. Well, this was episode 36 of OYF, and we told you it was something big, and it sure was. So stay tuned, because you never know what we're going to talk about. Sometimes we're serious. Most of the time we're not. We might teach you something, but probably not. But you can always email us at offyourflosser@gmail.com. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We tweet every few months, so leave that. Yeah. I'm gonna get us on TikTok. I feel like maybe I'm too old for that, but TikTok, it's just very quick 15-second videos, so keep an eye out for that. And I'm gonna start pushing that out there too. So
that's Vine reimagined.
Exactly. I was like, what? This is just Vine. Ugh. And then Carlos, what's our phone number that our people can prank us at?
It's 256-743-5677.
Awesome.
And
256-743-FLOSS.
If you want to just vent, just say something crazy. Bring it on. We love it.
Yep, that's what we do. Thanks again for listening, and we'll be back next week with episode 37.
Wow.
37.
That is, that's a good age.
We're getting old.
Well, have a great rest of the weekend.
Yeah, yes. So go flosso your madre, and we'll see
you
you next week.
Off your flosser. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.